Friends, I'm the Reverend Albie on plan with you again today. It's such a pleasure to be here to speak with you today, I assure you. Now, I realize some of you may not recognize me in my new incarnation, and I will admit it has been a tough year for the old Reverend. Had it not been for assiduous study of the good book of employment opportunities, I would not be standing here before you today. But fortunately, fate has smiled upon me, and I have been doing some good work among the destitute, the homeless, and the hungry. But I'm not here today to speak about myself. No, we are gathered here today to observe the passing of our good friend, Brother Wes Jackson. Of course, Wes is always passing something or another, but that may be a medical problem, and we don't want to pry into his personal life. It's a story for another time, best told over perhaps a libation or two. Now today, in the city of Cincinnati, there is going to be much rejoicing. Rejoicing because Brother Jackson is leaving that city. There will be dancing in the streets. There may be fireworks and private parties all over the city. On the other hand, if you live in Memphis, there may be some consternation, some sorrow, some gnashing of the teeth. But let Brother Wes Jackson come home where he belongs. Every person has to have a place to live, and we should not hold his foray into Cincinnati against him. Now, let us remember the contributions Brother Wes has made. Well, perhaps a little later on, some of you will remember some, and everyone will have an opportunity to speak this evening. As part of our observation this evening, we need to take a good look at some of the situations which have led Brother Wes to the place where he is today. Let us take a brief look at all the things we could dig up on Brother Wesley Jackson, which have made him what he is today, a simple man of meat. Now, as many of you know, Brother Wesley Jackson has always had an easy life. Oh, it wasn't easy at the very beginning, though. No, he was forced to start out as a mere child. Now, as some of you don't know, Brother Wes has a twin brother, Ches Jackson. And you wouldn't be unkind enough to say it to Wes, but Ches is the better looking of the two. Wes and Ches led an uneventful life until they began a short-lived bank robbing spree. And after being incarcerated by the Bryan County Sheriff, they were sentenced to 400 hours of community service. Well, the community service didn't work out too well. These fellas were not meant to be firemen because their driving skills on that engine left a good deal to be desired. Now, as he grew older, with very little else to do in a buying, Wesley spent his days letting his hair grow. He had an obsession with long hair, and it stayed with him. The obsession, that is. The hair lost at about the age of 20. He spent his college days at UT Martin. He struggled. Oh, he struggled mightily. Now, the first real job Brother Wesley had was with Real Foot Packing Company. As you may know, they're headquartered in Union City, Tennessee. And it was there that Wes was employed and sold hot dogs out of Paducah, Kentucky. Oh, yes. Now, Real Foot Packing is no longer in business. But knowing he was destined to make his career in meat, Brother Wesley wanted to move on and stay in the meat business. He went to work for Farmland Foods, and they relocated him to St. Louis, Missouri. Now, for reasons we cannot disclose to you, Wes decided Missouri was not a good place for him to be, so he loaded up his car and he moved to Tennessee. Nashville, that is. Country music stars, hillbillies, rednecks. Brother Wes fit right in at Nashville. There was another meat company in Nashville, however, a fly in the ointment, so to speak. Tennessee Pride. Now, Tennessee Pride was in desperate need of a regional sales manager for pork sausage. And Wes felt he had a good deal in common with pigs. So he moved right in and took over as regional sales manager of pork sausage. At Tennessee Pride, Brother Wes's boss was a fellow named Tom Kime. And when Tom Kime left Nashville to go to Memphis, well, Brother Wes, in his usual sycophantic and bootlicking fashion, followed right behind him like a dog on a string. That found him in Memphis, Tennessee, with Jimmy Dean Foods, and again as a regional sales manager. Well, Wes worked his way up and down, and mostly down the organization of Jimmy Dean Foods. But some good things did happen to him while he was with Jimmy Dean Foods. Wes met and married Suzanne Harris, and again, there were headlines. Now, friends, we cannot let this evening pass without observing an important addition to the Wes Jackson family. I'm speaking of Cole Harrison Jackson. As everyone must know by now, Wes and Suzanne Jackson are about to add another set of twins to their family. Well, that brings us all up to date now. So we are gathered here by the river to mourn the arrival of Wesley in Memphis, but to celebrate his departure from Cincinnati. Before we go any further, let us go ahead and have some of you good folks up here to say a few kind words, if it's possible, about our good friend and neighbor, Brother Wesley Jackson.